Good morning. We are going to Charleston, and we got Chick-fil-A first.
That's right, we got Chick-fil-A once again. And we have like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive.
It's an hour.
Hour drive to Charleston. But it's cold as freak out here. It's hard to tell if I came to South Carolina or if I'm still in Alaska, because it is.
It's the wind.
It's still freezing cold.
It's the cold, brisk wind. It's supposed to be 23 degrees tomorrow, so I'm glad we're leaving before the 23 degrees happens. So I did not bring my puffer jacket.
Okay, so we've made it to Charleston. The fountain, as you can see in the back, where's it at? Right there. The fountain's not on, but we did get some nice pictures. And you can see all the way in the distance over there. Where? That's an aircraft carrier. And then over there is like an aircraft carrier that's parked. It looks like. A lot of like little alleys. Back in the day, obviously people were a lot smaller.
These houses
So,
are like a dwarf house.
1754. So okay, Miss Fernandez, what'd you think of Charleston?
It was a cute little town. I would describe it in 2 words as a classy ghetto. That is my thoughts.
A classy ghetto.
Like cute but ghetto.
It's definitely not what I expected. It's my first time there, although, you know, growing up.
I thought it'd be more people and
Well, like, I don't know.
more
it was,
like a touristy. It was like they didn't want you there. It
like
wasn't inviting.
There's a lot of old people, but yeah,
Historic people.
just a very deep historical area that I don't know, just doesn't really fit the vibe of today's life. And growing up, you hear a lot about the history, you read a lot about the history, you get graded on it in schools, but yeah, it's just not quite the vibe that you think that it's going to be walking around there. Really cool. We did take a lot of the pictures, but anyways, yeah, we're just heading back to Buford. Spent about
Like 2-3 hours.
yeah, we spent about 2.5 hours in Charleston, and that's honestly enough time just to enjoy a little bit. Did you want Chipotle?
There's a Chipotle by us.
So clean juice. So yeah, we'll check in with you guys in the next clip. So we're going to, I haven't had cookout in years, like, what is it? 6 years probably? 5.5 years? 6 years? And so Kiana's never been to cookout. So we have like an hour and 20-minute drive home, so we're going to get cookout for before dinner. And
Watch this wreck my stomach. We're gonna pull over on the side.
and she's gonna try cookout.
850.
Your car. all new. Thank you. No.
Do you want anything?
No, it's okay. Thank you. I'd like some napkins.
That was it. $8, right?
Yeah, it's like McDonald's. This bun of McDonald's. It just doesn't have the circle on the bottom.
So we went to another Mexican restaurant right down the street from the hotel. What's this one called?
Dos Amigos.
Dos Amigos. So we got a lot of rice. Pretty much this is the 3 combo. We got 2 enchiladas.
Your burrito ended up being a
One
chimichanga.
burrito that ended up being like a chimichanga with sauce because for some reason that's what they...
They like to give sauce around every
Yeah.
place you want a burrito.
But yeah, we got Mexican rice, as you can see here, nice little tray.
You got
White cheese. Apparently this is chips plus additional chips.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of additional chips that is.
We pretty much went for the white cheese for our last night, and yeah, pretty much with this you can eat it with the rice and with the chips. So we're gonna eat this. We have a lot of packing to do, clean up the room because we have to leave early in the morning, and you have to leave like 4 or 5 in the morning, check out, and it's like an hour to the airport. So we're gonna eat this, relax a little bit, clean up the room, pack our bags, and just wait the time out. Huh? Oh yeah, and I have a discussion board for class I need to do.
In 2 words, what would you say?
I've already talked about it. I think it's an interesting place, the history, because I know more of the history than you know, or at least I recall some more of the history than you know, like with the rainbow.
The rainbow walls.
Yeah, the rainbow walls that we went to. But it's just like, I don't know, growing up, things that we saw today and experienced, walk through, like the fountain. The history, when you read it in the books, it seems you kind of can play it back, and then you're walking around the streets. It just doesn't feel the way that you imagined it feeling when you know, read the history, talked about it in the history classes. But it's a really cool area, really interesting area, and it's funny because it's like only here that you can experience that feel, because there's so much of like the older buildings and older architecture, small streets, avenues. And then around different corners, there's like really cool places.
I have another question. If you had to live here or Alaska, what would you pick?
Well, it's not always cold here, and there's a lot more sun here. So probably back south if I had to choose between the two. But Alaska, I mean, I've already lived here though. I've already lived in South Carolina, so like South Carolina is livable.
But
Alaska did not seem like it was livable up there, but
it's the biggest state in the United States.
Well, yeah, but it's just, I mean, it's nice. It's just, it's so, you're more uncomfortable than you are comfortable because it's so cold.
You really got some expensive containers.
That's a small, which is pretty big.
This is a lot.